welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. It is Thursday morning of what feels like the longest week of the month, but we're getting through January. Our top stories for you today: new Dubai taxi rates announced, a bit of a pain. We also talked about 150 million dirham being allocated to content creators. His Highness visited a snazzy new restaurant in Jumeirah, and we had the one, the only Dubai's gossip girl, Ebraheem al-Samadi, on the show, talking all things Dubai Bling and his new wife. Enjoy the show. Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: new Dubai taxi rates announced.
As well, 1,000 companies caught breaking Emiratisation rules.
Content creators, are you listening? Dubai's ruler has allocated 150 million dirham in support to you.
As well, he also had time to drop a new Italian restaurant in Jumeirah.
Okay, guys, stay tuned, because later on in the show, we got to sit down with Dubai Bling's Ebraheem, and let me tell you, he brings the tea. It's in his blood. He talked about his new wife and a show, Feuds. But before we get to all of that, good morning to everyone who's tuning in on Instagram. We love to see your comments coming through. Catherine, Jonah, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Turtish and Pogi. I have butchered that name. I have butchered it, and I apologize. Let me go again. Turistan Pogi. Am I close?
Turistan Gogi.
Pogi.
Pogi. Yeah, sorry guys.
Close enough.
Well,
good morning, good morning. How are you doing? Thank you for joining our show.
So, Casey, since it's winter, let's discuss a huge issue for me, which is AC.
Let's discuss a huge issue for me. We have, well, I just got rid of mine, but Farah's got her blanket right underneath.
It's there just to give me just a bit of warmth on my legs. But it's because it's cold. I don't understand people who open the AC when it's cold.
It's a tricky one because, well, I think like particularly our office environment, when everyone has a different AC number that they're comfortable with. Our office is huge, and for some reason, it's always freezing.
Yes.
So like if you've been working for Augustus or Lovin Dubai for any length of time, you've got an office cardigan, you've got an office blankie. Doesn't it? Neola is an intern. Do you have one? Yeah, she's got one. You know, Hesham, I don't think I've seen your office blankie. No, yours jumpers.
Yeah. No, but seriously, for example, like my sister, she loves the AC, and I just don't understand. Like, it's cold. How can you live? She can live in an environment that's like 16 degrees.
16.
16, Casey. And the thing is,
literally
like,
shiver.
Literally, and then she goes like, "Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put it at 20 because she thinks that is like convenient for me, and because she's being good." I'm like,
so where would you? What's your like prime? What's your the one that you'd like? 23. I'm 24.
Yeah, 23,
24.
Exactly. The thing is, like, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, for example, it's freezing outside. How can you... By the way, as well, I've noticed something that AC freezing is different than natural freezing. I don't know if it makes sense.
A different type of cold.
Yes.
You know what's so funny is that you said it's freezing outside. I had some friends visiting Dubai over the weekend. They were on their honeymoon, and I made a joke that, you know, it's so cold, I wish I moved to a warm country. They were just like... But just like you said, it's freezing outside. Obviously, it's not freezing, but in the mornings, there's a little bit of a nip, and we're not used to it. We don't dress for it, and therefore, we need the AC either off or at a fair temperature. Have the windows open. It's the only time of the year when we can do it. But 16 is just...
Too much.
Too much.
It's too much. And not only that, by the way. Like, I have this theory that, I would say cold that's coming from outside, that's natural. It's okay. You can tolerate it. But cold from the AC just like gets through the bones. It's like, how can it's artificial. Why would you want to have the AC on 16 or even 20? So 20 is a bad number, by the way.
Farah's sister, you have been told. I'd move out. I'd cut the lease. I'd be gone, or I'd kick her out.
Yeah.
There's no compromise. If you're 23 and she's a 16, like imagine if your partner was a 16. Does anyone have that relationships?
Oh my God.
Actually, yeah. Dale likes a cold house.
So really?
Yeah.
How do you guys compromise?
Well, we seem to be at my temperature, so there wasn't much of a conversation. But there has to be some compromise, doesn't there?
Guys, it's cold, of course. Compromise, by the way, in all relationships is very essential. And specifically with AC. I mean, my dad and my mom, they go like, "Oh, Farah, how are you gonna live with a guy in the future? And I'm like, I don't know, because like if he is gonna have the AC on that
If
code,
he's a 16, it's just not going to work.
it's not gonna work.
If you have a
Fine.
bio of any sort in which you're trying to meet people, I'd make that clear now, because that's like a deal breaker.
It's gonna be like AC on 25. Dot.
Deal breaker.
Period.
That's a cute one to have. It's a good conversation starter.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of conversation starters, let's jump into our top story today. A question you're all asking: have Dubai taxi rates changed? This was actually announced a couple of days ago. The RTA has announced a new flagfall and dynamic fare for taxi and hala services. However, this is only at main event locations at specific times. During these major event days, such as New Year's Eve, the flag fall rate will be set at 20 dirham at locations for big events such as exhibitions and international conventions. So if you think like World Trade Center, for example, if Coldplay is at Expo City, you're going to see a fare rate at 20 dirham starting off, or big nights down at Global Village, or things like New Year's Eve.
As well, through these changes, RTA aims to continuously improve and develop both regular taxi services and the e-hail ride of Hala Taxi, especially during major events like New Year's Eve, which typically sees a significant increase in demand for taxi services from residents, visitors, and as well tourists traveling to Dubai from all over the world.
So take note, if you're going to be at a busy location, you may expect to see a dynamic fare for Dubai taxis. In other news, the RTA is also implementing a new NOL card top-up requirement. So they're basically changing it to a minimum of, let me get that number for you right now, 20 dirham. So the minimum requirement for NOL cards at metro station offices from January 15th will be 20 dirham, and that's basically to ensure a seamless navigation experience and to minimize wait times. So all of those long queues, if people are topping up by 5-10 dirham, it means that they're going back to do that 3 or 4 times, which is obviously takes time in the queue, it makes longer queues. So they're adjusting that rate to 20 dirham in the hopes that that will ease queues and give you a seamless navigation experience, i.e. quicker journey time.
Honestly, it's mesmerizing how...
I said NOI, didn't I? I always say it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
NOL.
Okay. Yeah. Well, of course, it's mesmerizing how Dubai just like all the time thinks of improving ways to help the population transport from one area to another. You know, of course, I still like, you know, would prefer driving, but sometimes, you know, we are obliged to use like the metro to avoid traffic, or let's say a taxi. Like you never know what are the circumstances. And the fact that the UAE just thinks of its population and all of its residents in such a way is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Another reason why Dubai is Dubai.
Yeah, and I think we do have great access to the public transport as a whole. I don't live beside it. Just on the NOL thing, I actually Googled, because I always make that mistake, and I had to Google what NOL stands for because I thought it would make it easier.
Yeah. What does it stand for?
It means fare in Arabic.
Nol?
Nol? I Googled it.
Nol? I mean, I'm Arab. Why do I not know this?
NOL. Nol?
Well,
fare.
Maybe.
Confirm, please, audience.
Guys.
Because I get it confused between NOI and NOL, so it's NOL stands for fair in Arabic.
Well, maybe it's an Emirati.
Jury in the back, furiously Googling, furiously checking.
They're like...
I mean, we could also check. I checked it before. I mean, we could also assume it stands for NOL. I'm assuming it's got an Arabic history. NOL stands for... I Googled it before the show. It's
really?
It's a fare in Arabic, so it's your fare card.
Right. Yes.
No, well, I Googled it before the show.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's what No, but I had, because the reason I Googled it is because I always confuse NOI and NOL because it's one line.
That's true.
So NOL, but it means fair in Arabic, so it's got, I'm still going to find it hard to remember.
How can I not know the word? I mean, I'm Arab. But yeah, if it's fair, I mean, it is fair at the end of the day. You know, you see everyone just using the metro and everyone using, you know, like the taxes and so on.
It's a fare.
A fare. It is. It is fair, and it's just like beautiful. I still would love driving personally because I love driving. To me, it's like therapeutic, you know, putting your own music and just like going around. But sometimes I do require to use the metro or even taxis.
I think if you work near a metro, you're going to take it quite regularly. So it's not really like a, obviously if you can drive or take a metro. But the fact that it's there. But I think the main thing here is that the metro fare has increased to 20 dirham. Not the fare, your NOL card top up.
Yes.
Let's jump into our next story.
Yes. So now almost 1,000 companies caught breaking Emiratisation rules. Now, almost, as I've mentioned, 1,000 private establishments got caught breaking Emiratisation rules as revealed by the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation. Now, they flagged a total of 1,660 fraudulent Emiratisation cases in mid-2022.
And so to address these violations, the ministry took legal action, doling out fines ranging from between 20,000 to 100,000 dirham and referring the companies to public prosecution based on the severity of the offence.
As well, on a positive note, over 19,000 firms were found to be complying with Emiratisation policies, contributing to a total of around 92,000 Emirati employees in the private sector.
We've had about 3 to 4 stories about Emiratisation in the last week or two. Just be aware of the rules. They've changed to also include small to medium companies. It is essential that your company hires an Emirati in the next year or they will face fines of up to 96,000 dirham, and that's for between 22 and 49 employees. And then obviously the number increases if your company gets bigger.
Of course, which is, I don't think anyone would want that big number of a fine. So I think as well, like maybe there's like this huge misconception that, you know, like you don't often see Emiratis working in private companies, which I think this is like one of this new initiative, like having like Emiratisation happening, like, you know, actually complementing it, is just to like maybe cut off or just like rebuild the stereotype, which is needed and honestly beautiful.
Let's jump into our next story. Content creators, big news for you.
Yes. So Dubai's ruler gives 150 million dirhams to support to content creators. Of course, now His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, has directed the setting aside of a fund totaling of 150 million dirhams to support content creators. Now, additionally, he has instructed the establishment of a permanent headquarters for influencers, offering a year-round support.
His Highness Sheikh Mohammed emphasized the significance of content creation as a powerful tool to convey the UAE's message narrative globally, which is so interesting, providing a glimpse into its traditions, cultural achievements, and of course, the innovation of its new generations.
He also highlighted the role of media as a true reflection of communities and people's aspirations, stressing the need for media to stay abreast of global knowledge, sciences, technologies, and evolving its concepts and tools to serve as a window into national and cultural accomplishments. As well, His Highness is the fact that he is actually supporting content creators, and Dubai is acknowledging the importance of digital media, and content creation is just what's needed right now, because that's the future. You know, like as journalists, we need to move with, you know, I would say the generation. If that's what's trendy, that's what we should do.
It's amazing to see, and it will be interesting to see how the support is allocated. We know that Dubai is already a hub for content creators around the world, but it's also building a brilliant ecosystem. And we can see that, for example, there is the world's biggest event for content creators globally is happening in Dubai right now. You were there yesterday.
We were there yesterday, and let me tell you the amount of content creators, Casey, it was amazing, because you see those young, fresh content creators that just like bloomed, and they bloomed because they're so creative, right? And because they do have the tools, of course, because UAE provides that for them, right? And the fact that there was like this 1 billion, it was the 1 billion follower summit, which was amazing. Like, how can you get 1 billion followers on Instagram? It's not easy. So they must have done something right. And of course, the best thing on social media is the fact that you see content that is like, that has a lot of variety, right? From like, whether it's like cooking, whether it's just like a family, right? And it's just like beautiful to see the fact that, you know what, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid is declaring his support to them, telling them like, hey, listen, we acknowledge your content, we are by it, and there you go. This is for you. Continue.
Yes, it'll be so interesting to see how it is allocated. It's basically just cool, new, interesting ways of storytelling, and the country is getting behind that. And if you want to see more on the 1 Billion Summit, we're going to be dropping videos throughout the day on our TikTok and YouTube platforms, so do stay tuned for those. Let's jump into our next story. Speaking of His Highness, the ruler of Dubai dropped by a brand new Jumeirah restaurant just yesterday, so proving he is truly a man of the people. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President, Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, dropped into the recently opened Cipriani Dolce Jumeirah yesterday, and the guests were in awe.
Now, the restaurant hushed as the ruler walked by, and in some images you can ever see people approached him and as well were speaking to him at the restaurant, which, by the way, is located in Al Wasl Road in Jumeirah.
This one video, can I actually tell you, this video came through, and the person who sent it was so excited.
It is.
I think she's PR marketing for the restaurant, and they said they had no idea who was coming. And just I think the shock that the ruler of, a great nation drops in unattended and is just clearly a man of the people. Like in some of the photos, you can see people approached him and it looked like he was having a conversation with someone, which just doesn't happen anywhere. And then the one video of which he's leaving, the whole restaurant stands and there's just absolute silence as he walks by. It's just a respect. 100%. And it's not asked for, but I think everyone wants to acknowledge their respect for someone who's built the city to amazing things, and it's just beautiful.
I mean, he is amazing. The things he has done for Dubai makes Dubai what it is right now. And the fact that he is just so humble enough to walk to an Italian restaurant like every other Dubaian, I would say, since, we live in Dubai, it's just, I would say, what people of Dubai would need and want, because like some people go like, oh yeah, or famous people go like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, people are gonna do this, they're gonna come after me, and all these things. But he had actually, he's so humble enough to actually go to the restaurant, sit, talk to the people, and I'm sure if someone approached him, he would be like, hi. Anyway, so I mean, honestly, I would love. It's my dream to just meet Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. So. Your Highness, if you're watching the show, just please, we want to meet you. This would be amazing.
So true. And it's also, I wonder, it's just interesting, the purpose, whether it's a meeting he was having or, because it really does put new, you'll see every now and then royal dignitaries will visit restaurants around the city, around the country, and it really makes a name for the restaurant. 100%. And you're thinking, okay, what is this place? Maybe I'll go. So as well as that, it boosts a little bit of injection into the economy in some way. So it's exciting for the F&B industry. This is a new restaurant. It's opened in the last month. So to have that visit is really impeccable for the whole team, and I can imagine just so exciting. So. Cool videos, and as always we love to get them, so thank you everyone for sending your DMs. Our DMs, by the way, are such a great place to be. You have no idea. We love to read them before, during, I was going to say before, during, and after the show, but I mean morning, noon and night, because they just keep on coming. Yes,
on it, of course, like after Sheikh Rashid went there, I think that's going to be a place I would want to go to now next. That's going to be like on my list, like of places to go to with my friends.
Just add it to like the 20 I already have.
I have a long list of like places, but I would want to try. And not only that, I would really want to meet him. So sad. Yeah.
One day, Farah.
One day. Let's manifest it. Yeah, we can manifest it. We're going to do that. So.
Speaking of meetings, we had an impeccable interview not too long ago. We got to sit down once again with Dubai Bling's Ebraheem. Of course, he is the star of the new season of Dubai Bling. We asked him about his wife, the wedding, and also, obviously, he dropped all the tea on show Feuds and his thoughts on some of the fashion choices.
And he was very nice, right? He was like a fresh air, a breath of fresh air. And of course, he did not only do that, he as well let us know as Casey mentioned, some feud between maybe Zaina, maybe Safa, we don't know. But of course, tune in to watch that segment specifically, because let me tell you guys, it was juicy. The tea was spilled. So
it's going to go live right after this split-second break, because we already have it. If you are watching on Instagram, you can check it out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. It's happening right now. We'll also play it later on in the day. That is goodbye from us. Have a brilliant day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. It's going to be Friday. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. Our guest today is Ebraheem Al Samadi, a visionary entrepreneur and obviously friend of the show, star of Netflix Season 2, Dubai Bling. We are so excited to have him back. Thank you so much for being here. Pre-breakfast too, are you okay?
I'm okay. Coffee is enough for now.
3 coffees, it's like, what, not even 9 a.m. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Post-show, what has the reaction been like since it aired?
Well, first of all, you guys know that you guys are my favorite, right? That's why I keep coming back. So when I come here, it's like coming.
You're our favorite.
You know why? Because I feel like I'm coming, like really like I'm coming to my friends. It's not an interview. It's like all chill.
It's just me and you.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
So it dropped
It
4
dropped.
days ago.
It dropped. You know, we were like all anticipating it to be like in November. So everyone who asked me to come to my cafe, I'm like, it's coming November. We weren't sure about the dates. Then, you know, for the whole Palestinian issue, we had to kind of delay it until it just wasn't the right time, you know, war and everything. So we had to release it. Like it had to be released this year. Like we cannot wait until next year, you know. Released and started. Same thing happened last year. Comments and this fan after that person. This one wants to say this. Everyone wants to know like spoilers, and it's just like.
Just for anyone watching right now, there might be spoilers because we have to ask questions about so much specific stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone in the room behind there has seen the show.
I can see them.
Yeah, and they all were like, oh, they left their desks and they want to come.
I can see them. I feel like they're all over there smiling. I feel like a show animal, like I'm in a cage.
So Massa's going to put you under the spotlight.
Feed
with her
me.
questions.
Bring me the food and feed me.
This is what it feels like to be a zoo.
I mean, everyone were like, oh, we're going to leave our desks. We just want to see Ebraheem. I'm like, yeah, of course, you're welcome.
So sweet. I love you guys.
So see guys, they're all like, oh yeah, Ebraheem is here, guys, Allah. It's amazing, just like.
You know, someone once asked me, they told me, you know, how is it being, you know, a celebrity or famous? I'm like, I still don't believe I'm a celebrity. That hasn't hit me yet, okay? But there's a lot of plus and minuses in this thing. And, you know, life is a fine balance, so you don't always get what you want. You don't always expect what's going to happen. But one of the things that is worth all of the headaches, the drama, the endless hours of filming, and the things that go behind scenes is when you walk into a room and you see people smile.
That's true.
If they like you or if they don't like you, they're still going to smile because you came out of the show.
Yeah.
You know? Especially these days when I go to the gym, people come up to me and they're like, I just saw you on TV literally 20 minutes ago, and now you're in front of me, you know? So they don't necessarily have to be your fan to smile, and that smile means everything to me. You know, it puts me in a positive mood. I never saw someone look at me like, you know, they're always smiling, they're always happy to see you. They think it's just like, you know. So.
But can I say though, like Netflix is huge. At the moment, you're trending around the world. What do you think you need to feel like a celebrity?
I don't know. I think I kind of don't want to see myself as a celebrity because my mom has always raised me to be humble.
Which is good.
And I think that a lot of times, I mean, I know a lot of celebrities are humble, but the majority are not, you know?
Yeah.
So I always like want to ground myself, say, no, I'm just like everyone else. I'm no different. I'm the same. So it's just, I think it's just my mentality and the way I think and the way I convince myself about things. I don't ever want to make myself feel superior than anyone else, you know?
Yeah, we were just talking about that, you know, with Shah Rukh Khan's news. And because celebrities are actually people. So it's amazing as well, your aura, and I think maybe your energy just radiates through the show. You know, you're very funny, honestly. And you're just like very, I would say, humble, down to earth, and real as it could be.
Yeah, you know, I don't plan things. So a lot of times, like, you know, some of our cast, when they're going into the confessions, like, how should I say this? I'm like, say it as you feel it.
True.
Don't fabricate it, because if you notice, all of my fans are all Gen Z. Why?
Yep.
Because Gen Z, they know what's cringe. They know
true.
what's been fabricated. Like, there's like, in the whole show, there's probably like 1 line or 2 lines that I probably thought of to say, and they picked up on it.
True.
They called me out on it real quick. They're like, you planned that in the mirror. I'm like, how did they know? Because they see so much content.
That's true.
There's so much involved, and honestly, it's like you can't get away. You cannot hide from them. They smell when you're fake. They know when you're trying to cover up. They know when you're upset. It's just.
How do the confessionals work? Because obviously some of the best one-liners come from the confessionals. So You don't plan all of it. I genuinely thought there's a teleprompter for you guys.
No,
Feeding you the
there's
lines.
not. There's not. We record for a very long time. That's the thing. So we record sometimes. I think everyone else's confessional is probably like an hour. Mine is like 3 because the cameramen need to compose themselves after I talk. You know, or when I say something, or when I spit out coffee, or whatever I do, that's crazy. You know, sometimes I have them crying. Sometimes I have them laughing. They're on an emotional roller coaster. So they take bits and pieces of like where they feel that you were being honest and where they feel that was correct. You know what I mean? So it's not teleprompted at all. And for me, I'm actually the worst thing for me to do is to read something from a teleprompter because it's gonna come out as I'm reading. I cannot fake it because I have this thing where it's like what you see is what you get. You know, I'm upset, you can see. If I'm happy, I'm happy.
Want to jump into the show?
Yes.
Let's go deep. Let's
right
kick it
in.
off with the wedding. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I just want to ask on the having a local wedding on a Netflix show. Was it important for you to show the world what a local wedding looks like?
Well, that's the whole thing. So the whole reason why I was on the show is I wanted to send messages. You know, one of the messages that I was very clear about in season 1 is that boys and girls, take care of your mother, take care of your father, take care of your parents. There's nothing wrong with having a relationship with your mom as mother and son. There's nothing wrong with taking your mom everywhere. That mama's boy thing needs to be squashed. And there's nothing wrong with being a mama's boy because taking care of your parents is a part of our duties as children. So, I mean, as the kids of them. So the thing is that when it came to my wedding, I wanted the world to see what is an Arab wedding. Season 1, we got Chris Feuds' wedding, but it's very Western, I wanted the people to understand that what is a true Emirati wedding. So that's why, I really had to negotiate with my wife because my wife did not want it online at all. She was like, I want it to be as peaceful as possible. I don't want any issues. I don't want anything that is going to make my wedding any less than what I deserve. So I said, okay. So I decided that we're going to show as much as we can. Because, with the Emirati weddings, it's separated. Sometimes men are in even a different date, even a different venue. So we managed to have our venue on the same day, but in the next ballroom. It was very small, just like to the close men of the family. And I think that people around the world watch Dubai Bling to see that cultural aspect of Dubai. No one's interested in seeing another Western wedding because we've been seeing it for
so long.
All these years,
Yes.
So they're interested to see how it works. And we tried to highlight as much, but everything was very tight in time. It was for me, it was an emotional roller coaster because I had to be Ebraheem on Netflix. I had to be a husband. I had to be the wedding planner because Fevros did the whole wedding. So it was a lot for me. I didn't sleep for 48 hours. But yeah, we pulled it off.
And we thought we would get to see your wife.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people ask me, it's the most question I keep getting about my wife. And as what people don't understand is that my wife, the reason why I was attracted to my wife, which she was my friend before, is because she's not on social media.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in social media and you see every person that you can possibly think of, but yet you see a person that's very conservative and very different, very cultural, very close to who my family is. I was like, this is the person that I want to live the rest of my life, is because she doesn't care about how many followers she has. She doesn't care about what she'll post today and tomorrow. So I saw that being unique,
Yeah.
And I was attracted by that because it's rare.
As what they say, that opposites attract.
Yeah. People are like, how can
Yeah.
you go in a
Yeah.
mirror, take a picture of your body, but yet your wife is not? I'm like, that's her decision.
That's true. That's
What
very
you
much
guys
true.
don't understand about
Yeah.
in the United Arab Emirates and in the Middle East in general, there's still so many families that are conservative and that believe that they don't want to be. It's not that their parents told them. My wife's family are not alive. Her father and mother are not alive.
Oh.
So it's not that she's doing it because of her mother and father. She's doing it because
She believes in it.
She believes in it.
Yeah.
She believes in working low profile. She believes in being modest. It's her decision. Hello, it's
Yeah.
her decision.
But it's
they
good
don't
to
understand.
respect that.
Is
Yeah.
it but what then therefore shout out to your wife, because was it a bigger compromise for her to kind of have the wedding still filmed even though she's not showing her face, and then obviously the celebrations after? Is that difficult for her?
It was because the thing is that when Netflix films a wedding or something, we have a board outside that says this is being filmed. And in Abu Dhabi, women, because they take off the hijab, they're like, no, thank you. So we didn't want the invitees to leave. You know, I was actually scared that because people know that Netflix is going to be there, they're not going to show up. But we actually almost had double the attendance that day because we had some wedding crashers. I guess the hotel. So the hotel guests knew that Dubai Bling was being there, and they just came. And I could have stopped them, but I said, you know what? It's our wedding, and let everyone to be happy. So I let them to come in, and they enjoyed. And I got the bill afterwards. But anyways, that's another story. But it's most important that everything went smooth. And yeah, so my wife knows what she was getting herself into. She knows that she's marrying a person that's on Dubai Bling. She knows that these things are going to come. She's handling it very well. And honestly, I love her more day by day to know how much she goes through
so
for
cute.
me. Yeah,
I mean, that's adorable.
and I've always said this. I've always told people, I'm like, guys, like when you get married in our culture, you know, because you know you don't date before you get married. You know, you meet the person and you're engaged for the intention of getting married. It's the opposite of what happens in the West. It's just the way we do things. So you actually kind of fall in love after marriage more.
Okay.
It's because when you go through these, you know, hardships, and we go through, we call it in Arabic mabadi, which is situations. You know, you see like, wait, I made the right decision. You know, and it can also go the wrong way as well. So like someone can see, you can see the other faces. So I remember, like, you know, my dad told me, he asked about me once to someone. He was like, what do you think about my son? And then the person said, in Arabic, "Ma na'raf khayra min sharro," means that
we don't know the good.
We don't know the good from the bad because we didn't experience it. So you can't come and say someone is good or bad until you've actually spent time with them.
That's true.
Because their true colors come out in hardships.
That is true.
You know, are in good times. So if they have something going on, have they invited you to their happy events, or they only need you when they're in trouble? So it takes time to get to know someone.
Was there any drama that has happened during the wedding?
So this is a very important point, because with Arab weddings, there's always drama. Okay. Arabs are very dramatic, very. Yeah. Especially when you have two different cultures. So my family is very Western, her family very cultural. So I kind of designed the wedding to filter as much drama as possible. So I've actually separated the groom's invitees from the bride's invitees. So they're actually across the hall, across the dance floor. But there's one very important thing. Regardless of how beautiful the wedding was, regardless of the design, the decor, the location, everything, every single person there came to us and told us the vibes was absolutely beautiful. And that only happens when the invitees actually love the couple or love the person. So people who love me really love me because they understand me as a person. A lot of people, they don't understand me, and when they get to know me a little bit more, they just get to understand my character, because I'm not your average person. You can't sit there and say, okay, what's your star sign? And then you can put me in the category of Capricorn or whatever it is. So people know me, they understand me, they love me. And people know my wife, they understand her, they love her. And when you have this love, the wedding, the vibe, the energy just becomes positive. So everyone was happy. And I know everyone's happy when when the servers and the hotel hospitality says food is done. Like everyone ate. So everyone ate. You know, like everyone's happy. They stayed longer.
That is true.
A lot of people come and say, okay, they came, they took a picture, and they leave.
Yeah.
So that was very nice. I was very happy about that.
It was a really beautiful wedding, so congratulations. Not to take away and to say that there was no drama, but you obviously had a celebration after the wedding, and LJ said, I think this is too many celebrations for Ebraheem.
I think she's just jealous I didn't marry her.
Could you imagine?
Well, speaking of that, did she say yes after the proposal that she got?
No spoilers. You want to get me cancelled from Netflix before they
No, but because we saw like how when she got proposed to, she was like, she panicked and she freaked out. She was like, oh my god, this is too much for me, and so on.
If you ask me one of my favorite characters besides my bestie, it would actually be LJ. LJ is she's so funny to me. Like me and her, like we didn't have a lot of scenes together, but we always joke about it. Like, especially we had dinner like 2 days ago, and she was like, she told Farhana, she's like, Farhana, you really think your dates, like me and Ebraheem's dates, was the best? We had the most cringy date in the history of television. I'm like, yeah, that was so funny. Like, she's like, my daughter she's still watching and laugh about it, So me and LJ, we have that that friendship that we just joke about it all the time. It's just because it was like we're both shocked to see each other. Like I didn't expect her, she didn't expect me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was like the whole intention of that date to be cringy, but it was just funny. Like it was so awkward.
No,
it was so awkward.
It was to be honest. It was like very awkward from her end, and from your end, I remember watching that episode thinking like, oh, what is gonna happen next?
But we sure made that restaurant famous because the team at Atlantis, they're like, everyone calls the restaurant now the restaurant that Ebraheem and LJ had.
I want to go into your besties. Let's start with Besties Cafe, Danya, first of all. So, like every single storyline in Dubai Bling, we have question marks for.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask you about Danya's decision to not tell DJ Bliss about her shoe line. Do you think that was right?
She didn't even tell me. That's I don't. Let alone her husband. That's one problem.
How does someone do that?
She didn't tell me. I was shocked. I was like, "Wait, we're business partners. How do you not tell me? Like, this is something you have to let me know." But yeah, so I think she just like Danya is a very competitive person. She wants to always show that she's capable. That's why she has that personality. But I think she didn't tell her husband not because she wanted to keep it a secret, but she wanted him to be proud of what she's done more than anything else. You know what I mean?
Best response.
But do you think like DJ Bliss's reaction to Danya's shoe line was fair?
I think it's just for him. It's not the issue of the actual shoe line. I think he was just more concerned by the timing. Is that because he had his event? If it was me, I had an event and my wife decides to launch something right before my event, I'll be upset also because it's like, you couldn't wait until after. Like you had to do it right before.
So Bliss came in to play peacemaker between you and Zaina. I think Zaina was ready for forgiveness. Do you think you entered that conversation ready to be friends?
If you watch Dubai Bling again, you're going to find out something that I apologized for the situation. I never apologized to her. She makes herself superior that if you notice what she says, she keeps saying, I'm apologizing. I'm not. Even from the speech, I apologize for the situation and not apologizing to her. But she takes it as an apology to her because she has that behavior of like she wants to show herself superior. Even on the third time that she claims that I apologized to her, I did it. And when she came to the cafe, I said that you're a guest in my cafe. I have to be kind to you. I can't ignore you. When I sat down with her, I said, listen, if you want to put this behind us and you want to be on the train, you want to go forward with us as a group, you're most welcome. If you're not, you're not. So I never really apologized because I didn't do anything wrong. She came to my cafe, I came and put her in her place. It's simple. So I apologize that the fight happened, but it wasn't in my control. I said what I had to say to her. The thing happened after I turned my back. You know what I mean? So she's very much loves to say like, oh, he's apologizing, or she says, oh, he shakes when he sees me. Excuse me? She makes the narrative herself, and she says it very strong. Some people who are weak believe it. But those who are smart and who go back and say, wait, who are you?
Yeah.
You can't compare yourself to Ebraheem. Ebraheem is self-made. He's been working as a businessman since he's 14. Why you try to belittle him and put yourself superior to him? But it's just her way of speaking and the way she kind of perceives herself and she shows herself. So the people know that Ebraheem was born to put her in her place.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I got to figure out, like, I know. When we first saw each other, when we first met each other, I didn't know her before Dubai Bling. So I looked right in her eye and she looked at me and we both knew that this is going to be
it's going to go down.
Because I understand when someone walks into the room, because as a businessman, we learn these kind of like, I'm the lion. Like, don't try me. We get this behavior. We walk into a room, we walk in with our chest. We show this. So she did that to me.
Sit up straight.
She did that to me and I was like, Can't do that to me. Not working.
You mentioned making your own narrative, and I find the plot lines of these shows so interesting. Who on the show is creating their own narrative? Like, we look at Bliss and Chris.
Yeah.
What's actually going on there?
That's actually an old drama that I don't know why it didn't come up in season 1. I think they're probably left it for season 2. The thing is that I'm kind of torn between this because Chris wasn't my friend before, but I got to meet him on the show. He never did anything wrong to me. Marwan's a very close friend. He's like a brother. So I'm kind of torn in between. It's like, this guy didn't do nothing wrong to me, but yet this is my brother. Of course, I have to take a stand for my brother, but it doesn't mean that I have to also hate that person or dislike that person, because Chris actually didn't do nothing to me. So me and Chris have a very respectful relationship. I literally want the best for him. Like, someone contacts me and needs his contact or wants something, I forward it. I generally want the best for him. And I'm not taking sides in this conflict. I know my brother Marwan is hurt by what's happened between them, but I believe it's something that they need to figure out together, and I don't need to be involved because I have nothing to do with it.
Did Netflix help create that storyline? Because it looks like it's all bliss and Chris isn't really aware.
It's something from before, this is for sure. From what I heard, it's not created. This is an old drama. That they actually, I think when they were being casted, this was in the they knew that it was there. Just like Farhana and LJ had a beef from before, and this was known before casting, that these two have an issue, which people forget that I'm the one who bring them together.
Okay.
So every time I see Farhana and LJ hugging each other, I'm like, listen, sponsored by Ebraheem.
Sponsored by Ebraheem.
Like, if it wasn't, they were gonna tear each other up. You guys don't understand the drama that they had in between. Like, the drama that Farhana and LJ.
Why? What caused it?
They were very close friends. They were very close friends. They had an issue. They had a social media war. Someone commented, someone did something, someone fabricated something, and they hated each other. So if you debate Bling first 2 episodes, you know, and if you notice, like, Safa and Zaina were actually adding fuel to the fire.
That's true.
Remember that sit down and like they were like laughing and like making it, you know? I don't like that. Like, listen, I'm all for drama, but when it comes to the drama is actually hurting and affecting someone's life, there's a red line.
Oh.
My drama is to be funny. It's to be funny, it's for a laugh, but it's never to make someone go home and cry or be hurt. That I won't accept. It's just an entertainment for me. So I didn't like how they were. And I constantly, it wasn't just Zaina and Safa, it was actually other people as well that were adding fuel to their hate, to their issue, and that hurt me, and that's why I decided to come and put them together. And now they're best friends, like they are inseparable, you know?
Do you think Safa and Zaina's friendship is as strong as they want to make out on the show?
I think they are. I think Safa and Zaina are close, and I think also that the show actually also bring them together because, you know, they did their research. Okay, and what I mean by research is if you go into Google and you say, how do you succeed on a reality show, is that just find someone and attach yourself to them, because what happens in reality show is that the cast, they always want attention. So if you're really good on the camera and the camera loves you and you have so many fans, whoever's next to you is going to be jealous that you have that attention, you know, or you have a very good charisma and you naturally attract people. So you're gonna have people doing cheap throws at you because their personality is a lot less than yours, you know? And that's exactly what happened to me, is that they're attacking me because they know that no matter what I say, I'm gonna get people's attention. You know what I mean? Or where. So what they did is that, listen, like, in order for us to be successful, we have to have someone that has our back, because you're not gonna get the cameras come film you by yourself.
That's true.
You need to have someone with you. So that was their plan. I believe so. Now this is just my observation of what they did, because I don't think they're as close before, because it's simple. Go into their Instagram, look at previous videos. You don't see them together, but now they're suddenly all together. You know,
and they make good TV.
So who would you say is the least problematic from the cast?
The least?
Yeah, the least.
Lujin Amran.
Yeah, she is.
She brings us together. Even in one of the episodes, she goes and she says something like, you know, Ebraheem, I defend him, and he's like this and like that. For me, I didn't get mad, because it's like I felt like, you know, my older sister is talking. So
she's mom.
Older sister. She's not that old. She's so beautiful. Like, every time I look at her, I'm like, I wish I aged like her.
What was your best moment of the show?
The moment I saw my wife without her scarf.
That's so sweet.
Because then I fully saw her. You know, like, people don't understand, like, what's the idea of the hijab. The hijab, you know, if you look at the woman, when you see her with her hair, you see her complete.
Yeah, that's true.
So I never had this person was in my life for 2 years, and suddenly you see them complete. It's a different
feeling.
You know, the Netflix team, they were very very much interested in seeing that part. So we really had to do it very carefully of like how we're gonna do it because the cameramen are mid, so they can't see her hair. So we had to literally choose a venue that there's a stairs where she can stand, where the camera is not seeing her, but I can see her. So there's a 1 second of me seeing her for the first time. And I'm so happy about that because my children get to see that reaction. Is that I look and I'm just like,
sweet.
I literally have
That is
goosebumps because you are
actually so
so
sweet.
right that we see Western weddings all the time, and it's very rare to show the meaning behind local traditional weddings here. So it's so beautiful that you guys
It is.
made that happen.
yeah.
So
And my dad, I was there, obviously. So seeing it again on TV, every time I see it, I cry because I remember my dad crying, and people are like, "Why is your dad crying?" I'm like, "Doesn't every parent cry? Have crying from joy when they see because obviously they see my life flash in front of them. Like this kid, I was holding him in my hands, and now he's getting married, and he's growing, and all my hard work has paid off.
Actually very heartwarming.
You'll be looked after now.
Yeah. So speaking of, we spoke about your favorite moment at the show. Do you have any regrets?
Any regrets? I'm a person who doesn't really have regrets because I believe everything happens for a reason.
Good.
We build on, we learn from our mistakes, and I think the balance of life, we have to do some things that are wrong in order for us to understand what's right, and it's part of balance. But if I was to say, I do regret, going actually into Zaina's office in season 1 because it's really not me. I'm not the type of person to belittle a woman. I've always uplifted women. Women were always my priority in life because of my mom. I always supported her. I was always, in Arabic we call it sanad, which is a back for her. So it's not to my attribute to do it, but I did it because I felt attacked. I was bullied in high school by similar people of similar personalities of Zaina. So for me, I remember those bullies that used to bother me, and it's just this defensive mechanism that comes up automatically. It's an automatic defense mechanism system that comes into place when I see that personality again that was there to attack me and to belittle me. But it's not me. It's not my character. I always like to bring the best version out of people.
That is true.
And that's why I decided to do the Besties Cafe, because I told Danya, I'm like, Danya, she did her vlogging, and she had her she had a few little businesses, her cat business, whatever, but there was never an actual company that would welcome customers, an actual location, an actual business trade license. So I wanted to elevate her so that she knows that the possibilities are endless, And when we first opened the Besties Cafe, I remember she came in, I wasn't there, my employee, because I was traveling. My employee was like, boss, she came in, she was crying. Because it's an achievement. You walk into a door of a business and you see customers and they're buying something that you thought of, and you feel that you've accomplished something, especially when you have employees and you know that these employees are being, their families are being fed from a door of business that you've helped to open. So it's very rewarding, it's very motivating.
So speaking of business, you think friendship and business work together?
Does it?
Oh, okay.
Really does it. However, doesn't mean you shouldn't try.
Yeah.
Because I believe that there's no rock that you shouldn't turn.
Yeah.
You don't know what's under it. And I believe that you shouldn't justify someone else's experience and you shouldn't justify someone else's experience of your own, because they might have not been able to succeed, but you can.
Yes.
So you have to try. It's just like you have a concept, you have an idea, you're not going to know till you try. You'll try, you'll fail, you'll build, and you'll do it again. So one of the famous things that keeps me going is the story of Abraham Lincoln, since my name is Ebraheem in English. I read his story. He had 72 failed businesses before he became the president of the United States. That's beautiful.
Amazing.
So he learned from his mistakes and he continued, and he kept. So you have to try, and you have to leave this negative things of saying friends are not work, because there is businesses that friends did together. There was Facebook, I believe. Mark, what's this? Zuckerberg. He did it with his
college roommate.
College roommate. So if we
That's
went
true.
on that, then one of the biggest companies in the world wouldn't have been made.
You know what I love? I love that we came for tea and Ebraheem has shocked us once again with so many wise words throughout the
Yes.
show. We have gone so much over time, but I have to do a quick fire round of questions with you.
Yes.
It's going to be hot or not, but first thing, Dubai Bling season 3, is it happening?
I don't know. It's a question for Netflix.
Let's answer that. Okay, we're going to do hot or not with Ebraheem Al-Samadi. First of all, Danya's bangs.
Danny's what?
Bangs.
I was shocked about that. I never saw that before.
Okay.
I think it was a wig. I think it was
Oh yes. So if it's hot, you
Okay.
just like.
So not for
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
oh,
So
what is
Danya's
it?
bangs, hot or not?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know it was her. I'm like, there's a Japanese person on the show. I swear to God, I looked twice. I'm like, Danya, she looks at me because we watched it together. She goes, but it was like funny. Like
Those fashion moments are amazing. Like
Yeah.
shout out to everyone because they bring it.
Yes.
you saw the one with the watch?
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't-
it's all over TikTok.
I didn't see it.
It's all over
TikTok.
TikTok.
I saw it on TikTok
Yeah.
because I saw when I saw her, I saw this thing,
Yeah.
and then someone zoomed in on it on TikTok. I'm like, wait, I never noticed there was a watch there.
Yeah. See, Gen Z just knows. Yeah.
They're so
Alright.
funny, really.
Well, Farhana's matchmaking, hot or not? Not.
Mm-mm. It's not her. It's not her.
Someone will come and meet her and
Yeah,
Sweep her away.
she's gonna. I see her love happening by probably the collaboration she's doing, and then the person that she's collaborating with, the company will fall in love with her for the side that we see that you guys don't see,
Yeah.
which is like she has a really funny side that you guys don't see much of, you know.
Safa's camouflage outfit.
What was
That
she
was
thinking?
hilarious.
No, it was hilarious. Okay,
Yeah.
so not because first of all, Safa, wherever you are, the color is wrong, Mama. In India, that is camouflage for a different climate. Okay, you went
Yeah.
to a forest where it's green, but you were wearing the wrong camouflage. That is for the hunters in America when they go hunting for deers. Okay, so get your camouflage colors right because it was off. And you know, she obviously walked up and she's like, "She's not camouflage. I can see it. She's right." That's why Fahad's face was like, "What the hell is this?
Yeah.
What the hell is this?"
She made a good point. Women are doing it around the world. It's selling
but
out.
I don't know. For some, I saw the part on TikTok, and I'm like, is it real? Is it not? So is it real?
What is real?
Like her actually, like, did she actually think that she is gonna be camouflaged?
I think she was just trying to be funny. Like knowing
It's the
Safa.
funniest moment.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing Safa, she did not. I mean, no person in their right mind would actually do that. But she was trying to be funny, and I have to give it to her. She was funny. She did make me laugh, but that's about it.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lujaina Brand's clothing line is a hot.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
I really loved. You know, Lujaina Amran works with passion,
Yeah.
and Lujaina Amran. I don't know if you guys know this about her. She is a perfectionist. If you ever invited to her house, that's the house you want to be invited to every day.
Yeah.
Because to the cutlery, to the things in the bathroom, the towels on the right side, the correct type of soap. You know those type of places? That's what Jen Amran. Like
Okay.
she thought everything through. And she thought it through with a very and you look at her and she's like it's like always thinking like, is she a robot? Like how is she so perfect? I'm like, can you give us classes? Like
So it's a wow.
so wow.
It's a wow.
Yeah.
DJ Bliss's concert.
I danced my ass off. Can I say ass?
Simran was there with
Yeah.
you. You guys had a great time.
We had so much. We were dancing together. So it was a big proud moment. If you saw me, I got on stage and I was putting the flag. Like it was like, you know, it's our territory. We got this, you know. So it was amazing. I'm so proud of him. Really, really. Like there's no Emirati DJ that has ever had the whole Coca-Cola Arena concert for themselves. It's a big proud moment for him. I'm super proud of him, and it's a big moment. Yeah.
Well, LJ's boyfriend, hot or not?
I've said so much in my
Yeah.
interviews about him, but they didn't put it.
Now
Well,
here's the
it's the
floor.
time.
This
Yeah.
guy is the most cringy person I've seen in my life. I literally had to.
Why?
Come on, like his lines. It's just like you know.
Can I be on? I'm only on episode 7, so I haven't seen him yet.
You need to.
What's-
No, he's through it. He's all through it.
You
Like
don't see him.
the things he said. I honestly, I have all due respect for him as a person, but believe he just came on. He just came to have 5 minutes of fame, really, because I don't think, like I even told LJ, I explained this to her, like I don't think he really loved her. I think he was just trying to get famous, because if you look at it now, like I don't know if I can say what's happening between them, but anyways.
Does Ajay agree?
Are they together?
Does Ajay agree?
I don't know, like did you go into her Instagram? You know, obviously they're not together. Now.
But you would know, you have her on WhatsApp, we could just...
I could normally text her now.
So what's going on
it's
with
just,
them?
no, it's just that, like, you know, I checked, like I seen that, I looked online and I saw like they're not following each other, you know, like
I think, honestly, so she said no to the proposal.
I don't know. I mean, she could have said yes. Doesn't mean this, maybe they could have just not happened recently.
But from your judgment of his personality,
fake, absolutely fake. Like the thing is that he claims, he says he's a model, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think he was good in reality, and I don't even think he'd be good as an actor, because I felt he was acting, it was a bad acting. I felt, that's my personal opinion. But it was absolute cringe to the day of Timbuktu cringe.
But if we're surrounded by cameras, not everyone can go in and be their natural selves. Is she happy with
Let's
it?
make a poll. Do you think it was cringy? I think everyone says it's cringy.
We could do a poll right there.
I love seeing myself on camera. I think, guys, can we talk about my fashion?
Yes,
Can we talk about your fashion? Where does it come from? Green hair, suits.
So basically, the whole green hair thing was that Mona Katan had her Kayali event, and she wanted us to have pistachio. And I went to the mall because I didn't have anything pistachio. You know, I wanted to really support her. I wanted to be there for her. And I couldn't find, if you saw like the pictures in my phone, everything was pistachio, like inspiration things. I couldn't find it. So I finally had a shirt. So I put the shirt on. And then I was like, you know what? I want to go all out. I want to come actually all green, like Hulk.
Okay.
But then I was like, the Netflix team was like, we want your face to show and blah, 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 because, you know, it's an important scene, whatever. So I said, okay, I'm going to do my hair green. So I thought it was pretty cool. People thought I was a joker, but...
Where do the suits come from? Because honestly, like, they're incredible. Are they local?
A lot of my outfits this year was from Michael Cinco, which is a local-based designer.
Amazing.
Which I'm super proud of. And the thing is that if you go into my closet, you're going to be shocked at things that you'll see. But this year, I wanted to wear a Dubai-based brand so that way the whole world knows that we can compete with Paris, we can compete with Italy. And actually, to be honestly, if you look at some of the pieces that Michael Cinco makes, you cannot compare it to yours. It's even better because this is local talent. This is someone that is not being inspired by any other designers around the world. It is clearly things that comes from his mind, you know?
They are giving. We've literally got 15 minutes over time, but we've 15.
I was gonna say.
Ebraheem Al-Samadi, the star of Netflix season 2, Dubai Bling, absolute legend. We love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for coming back, guys. That is all we have time for the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Goodbye.
Adios, amigos.
Goodbye.